we had pulled out some 3-gallon flush toilets. They weren't working correctly. Customer wasn't happy with them, wanted to save some water. We put some different toilets in here, Gerbers, and they're, I think, the 1.3-gallon flush toilets now, wall mount, and the bolts matched up, so we didn't have to do nothing with the carriers, so we were able to leave it how it was. So all we had to adjust was the depth of these bolts here, and how you figure that out is you measure this, it's about 1.25 inches, and then you measure the bolt, which is about 1/2 inch. So you want to be sticking out 1/2 inch. Once the bolt comes through this porcelain, you want to be sticking out 1/2 inch. Now, to adjust those, there's a big nut back inside there, as you can see right there. That tightens it to the carrier. There's actually double nuts, so you got to loosen one up and then loosen the other one, and you can adjust it, and then you can tighten back on. And I've already adjusted them to 1.75 inches from the wall. So now when I slide the toilet on, they'll be sticking out 1/2 inch, and just enough for that nut to thread on there and tighten tight. And then we have a rubber gasket we put on the back of the toilet. We put a little sealer against the toilet, push the rubber gasket on there, and then the rubber gasket then seals against this cast iron horn. So we'll stick it on there and see how it goes. And then when you push it on, you want to put the top bolts on first. I normally like to push the toilet against the wall and use my body to hold it against the wall tight. And then I tighten the top bolt, 2 top bolts, I put them in finger tight. That way I don't have to hold it no more, and the leverage pushes the bottom tighter against the wall. Also, you want to put this rubber or plastic gasket in between the porcelain and the brass nut, because if you just put the brass nut, it may crack the porcelain and damage it. Get her nice and snug. You connect the supply tube. Make sure the toilet doesn't rock or anything. There, installed. Not rocket science.